To tell us a little bit about the incredible Vision Australia radio and Vision Australia in general, and the incredible studios that we're surrounded by, please welcome from Vision Australia, it's Jason Gipps.
Hi Ben, thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having us here.
Thanks for having me.
Well, I know it's really weird to invite you in as a guest in your own building.
It's a privilege.
Is it a little bit weird being on the other side of the desk in a studio that you're used to kind of controlling?
It's weird not seeing you face to face. We're usually on the phone.
I know, chatting away there. For those people who aren't aware, our viewers watching at home, I mean, I know that our listeners are very familiar with Vision Australia, but could you tell the people viewing at home a little bit about Vision Australia?
Yeah, and it's a fair question because most of the time the wider population of Australia will only hear of Vision Australia at
and
the
after
Carol's
COVID,
time.
we're all a wider, much wider population.
That's true. I am anyway, Ben. Look, we're a blindness and low vision service provider. Been around for a very long time, as longer than the Carols. Carols has been around for a very long time too. We effectively support Australia's blind and low vision community to live the life they choose.
Now, a lot of people don't realise that Vision Australia is actually a charity.
Absolutely a charity, yeah. So we rely on the support of the community to do a lot of the things we do. Part of our organisation is, of course, the Seeing Eye Dogs, similar to the guide dogs, effectively helping the blind and low vision community navigate through life, get services that they need to just do the daily, the daily things that we all get to, I guess, have as a luxury, really.
So people would assume, though, that a lot of those things would be supplied and helped by the government. Is that not the case?
Well, as a service provider, Vision Australia relies on the NDIS, so through the client services that we offer. But that really doesn't do everything. So we absolutely do rely on the support of the community through our various fundraising initiatives. And one of our biggest fundraising initiative is the Carols on Christmas Eve. So that directly supports our children and young people services. Absolutely a great thing for the community to get behind.
Now, what about, we're here in front of the microphones. This year, I believe the Carols are going to be audio described?
Yeah, so this is one of the very exciting things that Vision Australia Radio Network gets to be involved in each year. Effectively, what we do is make the Carols by Candlelight more accessible to the blind and low vision community by audio describing what's happening on screen. So right across the broadcast from the time, they go live on Channel 9, we're also taking that feed and creating an overlay of information to better create that picture of what's happening on stage. And that's what audio description is all about. It's effectively the equivalent of closed captioning for the deaf community. It's about creating an extra layer of information.
So, for example, if this was being audio described on TV, there'd be an additional voice over the top describing what we're wearing,
absolutely,
things that we're doing.
They'd be saying, Ben made a lot of effort today. He's dressed head to toe and he's got some incredible TV makeup on, and Jason looks like he just came out of bed.
Oh, wow. See, Jason's stealing my jokes and getting ahead. That's the way to do it. No, you look fantastic with your Rudolph jumper there. Is that the favourite reindeer?
Absolutely. Rudolph is my favourite reindeer, but my dog Dasher at home is going to be very upset to hear that because she was named after a reindeer. So.
Oh, it's true. There must be a lot of effort then that goes into audio describing a show like the Carols, and I guess that's why an association and donations to an association like Vision Australia is so important, because there's so much that people don't realise, like even getting the newspaper read out on air, and that there's a lot of things that need to be audio.
Absolutely, and we are a community radio network. We rely on 500 people, volunteers across the country to do what we do. They get in as early as 6:30 in the morning, and they read the news of the day out from newspapers and magazines, as anyone who's sighted in the community would have the luxury of doing. So they don't alter the articles at all. It's read out on air as it's intended in print form.
That's incredible. And if people want to get involved and start donating and helping, how can they help?
Well, obviously the focus is on the Carols at the moment, but if you'd like to learn more about Vision Australia Radio, just go to our website, www.varadio.org.
Thanks so much, Jason Gipps.
Thanks, Ben.